Hi everybody, there's something else I want to show you which is really cool. So what I was thinking is instead of creating a repository for each and every table that I have, I was thinking I can do this generically with type T. So let me show you quickly what I did. You remember the iPosts repository I created? Now I created a very similar one called iRepository because that's going to be my super generic one. And here you will see all I did is I just removed the wording. Instead of get all posts, I've just got get all, get my ID, add, update, delete. And what's very important is that you have a type indicator here. So to each and everything here, you can just add crocodile brackets T, and that will specify. So if you're going to use this method later, you can specify the type of model or class that you want. And then the same with the parameters. Every time there was of type post, I just put on of type T. The only thing where I made a small change was with the update method where I set int ID and iModel M. Now, iModel is an interface of a model which I created, which only has one property, and that is the ID. And the reason why I added that is just so that in that method, when we use it, if we look at the generic repository, that we can do this, that we can specify, okay, the ID passed in has to be the ID of the object that we want to change. So that's it. Interface, and then all our models can inherit from this. So here, for instance, with a post, I tested it and just made it inherit from or implement iModel, and there I've got an ID. So that's just to make sure that all our models definitely do use an ID so that our update method can work. Then let's see what else we've got. Okay, so with the iRepository, that's all. Then I created another normal repository which I just called generic repository. And here I implemented my generic iRepository, added my connection string, and then I did my insert methods, delete, get all, and so forth. You'll see here the get all method looks slightly different here because I want to tell it which table to use. So string T will, for instance, be posts. So then it will read select star from posts. And then let's see what else we've got here. Single bar ID stayed pretty much the same, and the update method I already explained. So then what I went and did was in my console host program, I just quickly tested this. You will see I commented out quite a lot of code just because I was testing whether the update was working. But pretty much what I did is I just instantiated the generic repository again so that I can use it, and I added a couple of things, tested the adds and the updates. So everything is working hunky-dory, and I'm really chuffed because this was once again so easy to do.